In this presentation, we're going to look at hexadecimal numbers and how to convert decimal fractions into hexadecimal form. So what we're going to do is convert the following decimal number into hexadecimal form, 0.828125. So we're going to convert that. You just might notice there that apart from the 0, it has 6 decimal places. So here's the steps we're going to take. First off, we're going to multiply our number by 16. Then we're going to break this up into the integer part and the fractional part. We're going to determine the hexadecimal equivalent of the integer part, and with the fractional part, we're going to return to step 1. So these 4 steps we're going to follow for a while, and then we'll be able to sort of determine our answer once we've followed these 4 steps. But that's not the whole story. This is best done with a sort of little table like this. So these columns sort of more or less correspond to those 4 steps. And I'm going to sort of explain how to use those 4 steps and then how to get your answer from those. So first off, we have our number here. And this is the hexadecimal. Now, what I mean by that is the number we want the hexadecimal for. And so what we are going to do is multiply that by 16. So we get 13.25. Now we're going to break that up into an integer part, which is 13. And we're going to find the hexadecimal equivalent of that, and that is D. Next, we're going to look at the fractional part of 13.25, and that is 0.25. Okay, that's the fractional part there. Okay, moving on. So what we're going to do now is, with this fractional part, bring it back to step 1. So we're going to start all over again. So we're going to start all over again with this. So we have this number here now, and we're going to multiply that by 16, and we get 4. Now the integer part of 4 is 4. The decimal equivalent of the hexadecimal equivalent of the decimal number 4 is also 4, and the fractional part here is 0. Okay. So we have D and 4 here. So let's look at those there. That in going from top to bottom, those are the symbols that we require for our hexadecimal equivalent. And just to be clear, we're going from top to bottom. With some algorithms, you go from start to the bottom and work up. Not with this, and not with fractional numbers. So the answer we're looking for is, so we have D and 4. So the answer to what we're looking for in hexadecimal form, the answer is 0.D4. And that is our answer. So you might notice that is actually represented with 2 characters rather than 6. And that ends our presentation.